Hello, everybody. What's up? How's it going? We are back once again with more FireRed versus LeafGreen. Nothing has changed since yesterday. But perhaps today, chat. Perhaps today will be the day. We'll see. We will see. Okay, we'll go ahead and, let's see, I got my counters ready. We're pretty much ready to go. Oh, this is Petra Run's theme. I forgot how much, Scarlet Violet music I put on this playlist. When did that happen? When did I do that? Alright. Let's do it, chat. Oh, I forgot I'm on my bicycle. I'm on my bicycle. Oh, I need to do one more encounter in LeafGreen because I got an extra one in FireRed. Right, I remember. Okay, not a big deal. I need to go on, like, this plane of grass. Okay, we're even. We're even again. I hope I don't run into any more level 20 Meowths that outspeed my timid Myman. That would make me sad. If I get hit, I mean, I already think I maybe should go heal. Let's do it. Just a little safety heal. It doesn't hurt. My precious seconds, my speedrunning record, it's over. Oh boy, now I gotta go back into my bag and get my... I don't have... I'm only using one Joy-Con. Again, reminder for both of these games, so I don't have access to all the buttons. Oh, you got a big 18-hour drive. Good luck. That's a long one. Yeah, I think my next short will be for the toxicity I got in the last Dynamax Adventures. Otherwise, I think I'm caught up with all my shinies. I need to get more shinies. I'm running out of material here. Yes, Pokemon games, much like, well, I wouldn't say every Sonic game has good music, but most Pokemon games have very good music. I paused there, I hesitated there because I was thinking, like, does Pokemon Dash have any, like, notable songs? There's gotta be a Pokemon game that doesn't have, like, really great music, right? There's gotta be one. There's so many. One of the, like, spin-offs. Does the Pokemon typing game from, like, the DS era? Does that have a good soundtrack? Anybody listen to that? I feel like Sandshrew and Jigglypuff come together. Anytime Jigglypuff shows up, it's always Sandshrew and LeafGreen. They're pals. OBS doesn't need that powerful of a PC to work. You only get yourself in trouble, which I have a very good graphics card. And sometimes even then I get in sometimes OBS just decides to go kablooey. But you'll get yourself in trouble if you're trying to do like 1,500 different things. But if you're keeping it simple, it should be fine. Oh, I think I need to shuffle this playlist because now it's playing the Mochi Mochi. Pecharunt zombie theme might be better than the Pecharunt song. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right now. I think Pecharunt Zombies has a better theme than Pecharunt. To throw in the towel. I mean, if you're not having like, if you're finding it painful to do, if it sucks your soul, don't be afraid to just stop. What's up, everybody? How's it going? I will say, if you ever set up OBS though, definitely watch like a tutorial or find a written text tutorial online to help you with all the settings, because they can be pretty confusing at first. Shout out to people who make tutorials on the internet. The real strongest warriors. Also, every time Champions gets patched, they break something else. They're having to do emergency maintenance because Citrus Berry doesn't work correctly. I also saw an insane... it made me laugh out loud. I should show it on stream. But it was Mega Meganium versus Meowscarada, and the match ended. The Meowscarada went for Flower Trick, and I guess the animation took up so much time that it glitched the game because Meganium went for a Weather Ball and then attacked itself. I don't even know how that could have possibly happened. The Meganium attacked itself with its own Weather Ball, and then the clock expired. And it was a draw. Imagine the Pokemon game so filled with bugs that your Pokemon attack themselves. And they ain't confused. Oh, you got your Eevee? Nice. At least you got it under 20k. Here, let me see if I could find the tweet. It's very funny. It's here somewhere. Ooh, good song. Good song. What do you even do if your own Pokemon? Like, it was such a... like, huh? Dang it, it was a Japanese tweet. I can't find it now. Oh. Chat. Centro just posted 2 leaks. No, they're from Ball Guy. The new Poison-type gym leader is an idol/performer. No! No! You're joking! We will never be free! I wish I never read that. I hope Ball Guy's full of shit. God, another one? Ugh. And a new dragon poison Pokemon may be story related. Oh my god. Are they doing this to, like, appeal to children? Why do they keep doing this? No. Of that guy falling to his knees screaming, that really eccentric guy, and he like really puts it all into his face. That's me right now. Iono, then Canary. We also had Rahan in Gen 8. We had the idol woman from Oraz with the Altaria. I want to say there was another one too. There's like 3 more I'm not even thinking about. Sorry, but you'll never be as good as Queen Roxy. Oh my god, why do we have to do this over and over again? It's just this, it's probably gonna be a female character. Also, is Dragalge getting pushed out? What's up, everybody? Hot off the press leaks from Ball Guy. Nothing crazy. A description of a gym leader and a new Pokemon. That's dragon poison. Supposedly. Grain of salt, of course. Hot off the press. God, we're gonna have an influencer character in every generation of Pokemon until the Earth is gone. Until there is nothing that remains. I ended up getting Magikarp. I did! I finally got Magikarp. 4 seems to be my lucky number. Oh, they have a Dot in Horizons is like the Nido thing, an influencer too. It's so like, how do you do, fellow children? Which, ugh. Before going to sleep, well, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I miss when Pokemon trainers were just, like, regular people and not, like... We don't get any dudes, like, just regular dudes anymore, like Brawly. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're back in the saddle. Let's see, is there anything else of note? Also, does Roxy not count? Roxy's a performer. So we're gonna have 2 poison-type gym leaders that are, like, performers. It says idol/performer. What's up, everybody? If you're just joining, we have some hot-off-the-press leaks. Two leaks from Ball Guy that we're discussing. Nothing in detail. subtle I mean, if they were gonna use those characters to actually say that, then sure, I would hear them out, but they don't. They don't, they're just like vehicles to sell merchandise. Which, you could argue all Pokemon characters are, but yeah, and yes. But you know what I mean, right? Like, they're pandering. They're pandering to a specific crowd. And I wish they would stop. Stop making influencers and idols in every generation of Pokemon. We get it. Alright already, we get it! God, remember all the selfie sticks in Scarlet Violet? All the Blueberry students with their selfie sticks? Jesus Christ. Because that's what kids have. Kids have the selfie sticks. The old fuck who wrote that. They dropped the price of Game Pass to $23 a month. That's unheard of, having subscription prices go down. That's how you know they're doing poorly. Kids and their Maymays. Kids and their cellular devices. That's why Rotom gets to be a phone every generation and we can't have unique Pokedexes anymore. Because kids have cell phones. Why does Game Freak insist on Pokemon reflecting the real world? Why can't fantasy series just be fantasy? Why do they have to be a reflection of, like, real life? I live real life. I play video games to not live real life. Exactly, Mimikyu. That's why they feel extra dated. The selfie sticks in Scarlet and Violet are super dated. There's a Rotom drone in Scarlet, or in Sword and Shield. I'm so happy Winds and Waves doesn't begin with an S. Sun, Scarlet, Sword, Shield. All the ponies had cell phones. Oh my god, that is so obnoxious. These nasty old people writing these characters. It's so hollow. It also feels, it's like a focus group thing too. It isn't just like out of touch old people writing. It's like John CEO says kids like cell phones, so you have to include cell phones. Like, that's what it feels like. We should make Spider-Man characters use young people lingo. Like TTYL. Oh my god. Did a 90-year-old type that? It isn't just Pokemon either. It isn't just Pokemon that's fallen victim to that, where everything just becomes cell phones and, like, things children have. At least, like, Digimon Beat Break has, like, a cool egg thing instead of, like, a generic cell phone. A TikToker! Oh my god, you guys! No way. Enjoy the lurk. Thanks for the good luck. Can't wait to face the gym leader of Skibbity Town. The gym leader of Skibbity Town. I would take Skibbity Town over the horrible way they named areas in Scarlet Violet. You made it to Masters in Singles. Nice. GG's. Yes, let's not forget the infamous Chugi incident that the director asks you about in Scarlet and Violet. The first time somebody in Pokemon ever utters the phrase "heckin' doggo" is when I'm out. Chugi. Which I don't know. We could, that was a moment where I like to imagine me and the director just kind of stared back at each other blankly. Pombon, the heckin' doggo puppo. Heckin' doggo pupperino. I'd be willing to bet money that they would reference... They're gonna reference some sort of meme that's gonna be really dated when Gen 10 comes out. Place your bets, chat. I mean, we already got, like, internet language with, like, Smoliv. What the dog doing? Yeah, Lechonk. I'm surprised we don't get, like, blatant meme Pokemon. I mean, apparently, was it the Zoomer or Gen Alpha crowd that was talking about the word Chugi? I never even saw that word until seeing it in Scarlet Violet. That made me feel just as out of touch. Chugi. I don't even remember what it means. I don't even remember what it means. Let's look. Slang term to describe someone or something that is uncool, unfashionable, or out of date. Primarily used as light-hearted put down by Gen Z. It mocks millennial trends like skinny jeans. What? Yeah, you got us, dog. Damn. Rizladon. Don't give them ideas. You could be 21 years old and somebody on the internet will refer to you as Unk. People sure love ruining words quickly. Yeah, if Drampo was made today, it would be like Unk Dragon or something like that. Unkpa. Alligator. That already exists. It's for alligator. Yeah, 12-year-olds think people who are like 16 are unks. It's like, okay. Drunkle. Drunkle Stan. Boomer Paw. I feel like Penny was a bit of commentary too, like the fact that she's like a degen little hacker type with all her EVs and her ramen and her Funko Pops in her dorm room. They were definitely targeting a certain person, a certain kind of person with that portrayal, I think. 18 to 9-year-old said you were old when you're 23. That teenagers don't know shit, dude. I didn't know dick shit when I was 19. Penny had the most... Yeah, I still will never recover from not being able to decorate your dorm room in Scarlet Violet. Sin. Egregious sin. Shiny Sandshrew. I would take shiny Sandshrew. Say that 5 times fast. Like I said, Vulpix and Nidoran are my preferred targets, but if I get something else, then so be it. I'm not gonna look a gift full-odd shiny in the mouth. Although if it's Pidgey, I'll be sad. If it's Pidgey, I'll be kind of sad. You have so little of a concept of the world when you're that young. Which makes me in turn sound old for saying that, but it's so true. It's very true. It's a true thing. True facts. What if Shiny Pidgey immediately showed up? Hey guys, you were just talking about me. I wish you could see Shiny Dugtrio from the back sprite. I did briefly consider Diglett or Dugtrio. Dugtrio would have been fun to do the repel trick with, although that probably would have been a nightmare, actually. Because I would have had to have had a ton of cash. I would have had to do the Nugget Bridge exploit and then just buy infinite repels. ZA ruin your Pidgey Shiny experience. It also doesn't help that Pidgey Shiny is terrible. I tried to think of a better word there, but terrible is what came out. It's the same type of shiny that, like, Mamoswine has. And Fletchling. I kind of like... at least I like Talonflame shiny. What does Shiny Mega Pidgeot look like? I actually want to look this up. Did it change? Shiny Mega... Not seen a single... No, it's... Oh, I kind of like the purple. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, it's not too bad. It isn't, like, great. But it's not the worst I've ever seen. I do like the purple. Too bad about everything else with Mega Pidgeot, though. Too bad about, everything else. They kind of set Pidgeot up, I think, chat. They set him up. He's the original bird. The original bird. And they gave him that absolute joke of a moveset and a mega. Where's Mega Firo? Everyone cries about Flygon. That's what I'm saying. I would rather have a Mega Firo over Flygon. Although that's partly because Flygon fans... Well, you know. Mega Dodrio, also a good question. Also a good question. Tried out Pidgeot, you just couldn't get it to work. Yeah, it's terrible. Versus, like, the Chad Corviknight. Oh yeah, has anyone tried the new season in ZA? I think it's just mythicals? No legendaries? Oh, also, I said yesterday that the Yoshi game was out. It's out this time next month. I know, everybody in Champions has a Corviknight on their team. Every single frickin' person. Give it more heads. Bird Hydra. Diancie and Volcanion. Yeah, they're all the Corviknights are run exactly the same. There's little to no variety with them. They're all the body press variant. They don't ever do, like, offensive Corviknight. They're just stall, iron defense builds that they try to swap in. They try to wait for you to go for, like, a physical move, and then they swap their Corviknight in, and then they sit their bird butt on the field for the next 20 minutes and go for iron defense. Who says we can't have another... I mean, we have Hydreigon. But I'd take a bird Hydra. Who says we can only have one Hydra? I guess we have Hydrapple, actually. Okay, we have 3. Forgot about Hydrapple for a second. Wow, you saw one go for Brave Bird? Incredible. I tried Corviknight out in ZA with, like, a cheeky attack variant one. It was kind of fun. Body press is just such a boring strategy. I have no desire to ever run any of that. Because I don't like when matches last 20 minutes. They couldn't use body press on your Sableye. I'm thinking about running Sableye. I was actually looking, well, can I complain for a second about Showdown? Why is there no way for me to calc Last Respects properly? I was looking at Basket Legion calcs, and there's no way to account for fallen allies. So it just says the base power that Last Respects has. Annoying. Annoying. Anyway. I was looking at Basket Legion too. That's such a strong Pokemon. The no-skill fish. I might be flying too close to the sun because I was looking at Sableye. I don't even know if I want to run Mega Sableye. Maybe just regular Sableye? What's up, Fugo? What's what's up, everybody? If you're just joining, we're at 5905 for Nidoran Male and 3606 for Vulpix. Oh, you're trying out Palafin, that's fun. What was I talking about? Oh, my Sableye. I was because Sableye can learn weather. It can learn rain dance. It can learn set up weather moves. Is this 2 Gigabrain? Rain dance, Sableye, Archaludon, Electroshot. Or like a hurricane Pokemon. Miyamoto says he wants Peach's origin story to become the new canon. Ugh, what a every quote that's come out of Miyamoto lately just makes me shake my head. Fuck off. When are we even gonna see Rosalina? When are we even gonna get a new game, Miyamoto? Well, in the next game. What, in 20 years? When is Rosalina ever even coming back? Bridge Boys and the Boys. I was thinking about fitting Basculegion on the team, but Scarf Basculegion is usually what people run. Either Scarf or Sash, and both of those items are taken by Fancy Feast and Bridge Boys. Yeah, Shadow Tag Mega Gengar is nasty. It's nasty stuff. With foul play, that's so satisfying. I really like Encore. I was thinking about putting Encore onto Sableye. Mega Sableye gets Magic Bounce, which is useful, but it's not useful. I take it back. It isn't useful. Because you have to Mega Evolve to get it to work. And then you just get rid of your own Prankster. There's a few Pokemon in singles that run Protect, but usually you're going to see most of the Protect Mons in doubles. There are some exceptions, though, of course. He thinks movies are just artless products, apparently, that anybody could shit out. The amount of people involved in video games that want to suck Hollywood off so much is disappointing. Yeah, run and protect in doubles. That's what you should be doing. I've seen so many funny memes about Mega Aggron lately, and then I saw a tweet today that made me laugh. It said something like, Mega Aggron's got great PR because when I use it, it dies to everything and kills nothing. Mega Aggron fans, is it true? I mean, it's a great wall and tank, but... Every single frame has so many references. How could critics not fall in love with this? A few people have brought Mega Aggron to singles, but not a lot. 1 or 2 kills with it after like 8 battles. Aw, poor Mega Aggron. Games more like movies. Who the hell is Caleb? Focus Sash Espathra. Espathra's nasty. I don't like seeing that Pokemon because you know cheese is likely followed behind. With setup in doubles, I don't know. You'd have to try it out. Corviknight with no recovery. Yeah, if Mega Aggron had recovery, I think it would be a different story. They didn't forfeit and trolled you. I still eagerly anticipate the reveal of the rest of the new Mega abilities. I'm ready. Yeah, we looked at some of the battle data yesterday. It's interesting to see. The metas sometimes shift within, like, the same day. I feel like Champions meta for both singles and doubles has just been crazy. The rise of Mega Aerodactyl in both singles and doubles because of Charizard. Charizard continues to keep rising. People are discovering Charizard X now. I've even seen some low punnies that are going for Baton Pass. They're going for, like, Agility or Cotton Guard and going for Baton Pass. What are people cooking? Yeah, a lot of VGC people were saying that Charizard Y and Venusaur, the dynamic duo, fell off, but it's still just really solid. Frostlass is fun. I wish she was a bit more usable in singles. Like, I think I could use her in singles. It just... she wouldn't succeed as much as it was if it was doubles. Which, good. I'm glad Mega Frostlass is good. She's probably one of my favorite new Megas that they revealed. Spearow Meowth, Spearow Meowth, Spearow Meowth. We're coming up on 6,000 soon for Nidoran. Oh boy, oh boy. Spearow Meowth. It never ends. Agility Aggron. The thought of Aggron being fast is terrifying. Oh, you know who else I've seen a bit more now of that surprises me, especially since I was just dunking on it yesterday. People are using Mega Skarmory. I have seen a few people with Mega Skarmory. The one that I saw had, like, a Drill Run, Brave Bird. It was like an offensive Mega Scarm. Yeah, watch out. More people are using Skarmory now. Not one, but two steel birds flying around, terrorizing people. Float stone. We need the heavy-duty boots for Volcarona. Imagine if Charizard could wear the heavy-duty boots with a Mega Stone. He'd be cracked. Sorry, Charizard. Only Rayquaza gets to be a special boy and have a Mega and hold an item. I was actually looking at Charizard X, and it gets acrobatics, and I was like, that wouldn't work, right? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Because it doesn't give Brave Bird, so... Like, what would you give it for, like, a good flying type move? It doesn't have a great move pool for that. Is heavy duty boots in champions? No, not yet. Volcarona really doesn't want to go out to rocks. And so many people are running rocks. They're everywhere. $59, $50, $36, $50. My goodness. Yeah, Hurricane doesn't really work on Y because of Drought. And then if you run it on X, that's a special move on a physical Pokemon. Volcarona's nasty. All it takes is one... like fiery dance, one quiver, and it can be GG. It's a good counter to a lot of annoying things in the meta right now, too. Like, Volcarona is a decent pick. Oh, I saw some technology yesterday I want to copy, chat. I saw somebody running a Mega Gyarados, and to counter Primarina, which it didn't work out for this person, they missed the Power Whip and died to Primarina, but they were running Power Whip. I didn't even realize Gyarados could get that. That was a today I learned moment. Power Whip Gyarados. That had me thinking. That is spicy. That's what makes Pokemon such an interesting game. Sometimes you have an opponent and they whip out a Pokemon and it just busts out a move you couldn't imagine it learned in a million years, and you're like, oh. Oh, wait. Power Whip. Because, yeah, Primarina's everywhere. And she's good. I really like running my Mystic Water Primarina. I was actually watching somebody with a Primarina and he was going for Rest and Calm Mind. It was Moonblast, Sparkling Aria, Calm Mind, and Rest. I was like, that's kind of spicy too. There was a team that was at like 2300 ELO, and they had a Mudsdale on their team. You can use any Pokemon you want in competitive Pokemon chat. You just have to make sure that each Pokemon has a job. They all gotta have a job. If they all have jobs, if they're all fully employed, you'll have success. You wish you liked Calm Mind more? What do you mean? Like it's too slow, or... It does feel slow. Yeah, I get what you mean. It does feel pretty slow. Calm Mind feels great when you're using it against a special attacking Pokemon, and you can just sit there and continue to use it. Mega Mantine, that would be incredible. Give Mantine his Remoraid back. You had 6K for Lapras. I hope you get it soon. I tried out Mega Floette, and I don't know, maybe I just didn't position it correctly. But you go for one Calm Mind with Floette, and then they instantly bring out, like, a answer to it. Mega Slowking? People are using Galarian Slowking. Galarian Slowking is basically a complete counter to Mega Floette. It also gets stuff like Chilly Reception, which is an interesting... Chilly Reception's an interesting move. We're gonna hit 6K tonight. I know! I think this will make Nidoran my longest numbers hunt. But I've seen a fair bit of Galarian Slowking popping up. People are using it. Again, if you're having problems with Eternal Floette, maybe slot that on your team. Not make any more Megas. I don't think we're gonna get any new Megas for quite a while. They're gonna exhaust everything out of ZA, they're gonna bring in the other Megas, we'll probably have a season with like Darkrai and the Primals. And then they're switched to something else, or it'll be time for Gen 10. That's my prediction, anyway. But that's just a theory. Yeah, what are they gonna do for Scrafty? I've been wondering about him, too. And Scolipede. Both Gen 5. Actually, no. Not Electros. I almost said Electros. Who the hell is that? Electivire Tross. You could have given Electivire a Mega. Electabuzz is more good and competitive than Electivire is. When Eviolite is around, anyway. Yeah, he gets a hood, and then his shiny is Poiple. Has Scrafty ever been notably competitive? I'm trying to think. Like, was it good when Gen 5 meta? I don't remember. I saw somebody using a mono dark team. That was kind of fun. They had Scarfed Crocodile. Nobody expects the Scarfed Crook. Dark's another type that I think has gotten better and better over the years. There's a lot of really, really good Dark Pokemon now. Dark types are wheeling and dealing. Especially with like Chi-Yu and the Ruinous Quartet, Chen Pao. Frickin' King Gambit. Mega Tatsugiri changes depending on which color you use. I like Mega Tatsu. I don't know why everybody hates it. I thought the boss fight was fun too, but nobody seemed to have liked that either. Guess it was just me then. I mean, stat-wise, I don't know if Tatsugiri will end up doing anything, but I like the design, at least. Yeah, I like Chen Pao too. I stand on this every time, but I think Chen Pao is a great shiny. I miss Ferrothorn. They gotta bring that guy back. The second Ferrothorn is allowed in Champions. That spiky bitch is going on my team. Man, I feel like I haven't seen Ferrothorn in like 10 years. Where's he gone? I miss him. Apparently there's a group of dedicated players that are using Watchog in Champions to get him so he's not dead last. How does Watchog have the most loyal fans? Good for him, I guess. A grass steel Pokemon. Makes you laugh. It doesn't make me laugh. Ferrothorn only has love in his heart. He would never. Yeah, I think it started with ZA. There were people in ZA ranked that would just bring Watchog. And if they found other people with Watchog, they would make like a coalition and they just run around with their Watchogs. Comrade. Fortress. Yeah, they do have a lot. They do have a lot in common, don't they? I have a Fortress in Champions. I just haven't pulled the trigger and used it yet. There's so many Charizards running around. I'm scared. I'd love to see them do a format that's just like, I don't think they ever would, but like Little Cup Pokemon would be fun. Brave. I don't even think Game Freak remembers Alolan, Rattata, and Raticate. I need them to remember that they exist so I can shiny hunt them. Yeah, Little Cup mode in ZA ranked would have actually been quite fun. Unsanitary. Oh, we're almost at 6K. Seriously though, would it kill Game Freak to make any of those early normal type Pokemon like halfway decent? I think it might. I think it might actually kill somebody at that company. Because they've never done it. They've never done it. Here we go, the big 6K. Boom. Oh boy. Big chowder. Big chowder. I really love Raticate's sprite in this game. It's so chunky, it's delightful. They can't Ozempic Raticate like they did with Pikachu. Fat rats only. If it wasn't, honestly, I'd like to see a Barrel form or something. I feel like Bidoof hangs around as one of the more popular early game normal types. Regional form of chubby Pikachu. That's why Gigantamax Pikachu's my favorite. Obese semi-seer. They were cooking with some of those beta designs in Gen 5. I'm telling you right now, if they went with chubby semi-seer, it would have been a way more popular Pokemon. Yeah, early normal types with pickup. I guess they gave Zigzagoon a Galarian line. But Obstagoon is not particularly great competitively. Unfortunately. Chebichu. And now we get Windy Chew and Wavy Chew. Yay! They can go dance with the new poison type gym leader who's an idol influencer. Yay! They can stink up the place. Yeah, we just hit 6K on Nidoran. That's a lot. That's a lot. You have a shiny Panseer. Does Meowth have pickup? I want to say yes, but I'm not sure. It would make sense. Yeah, so right when I went live, Ball Guy said that there's a poison type gym leader who is an idol / performer in a new dragon poison Pokemon that could be story related. Move over, Dragalge. I mean, hearing a poison type Pokemon getting a spotlight, potentially, is exciting. Meowth can have it. I figured. I mean, look at them. Game Freak and their idols. Ugh. They're just the same character in every game. In a different coat of paint. Also, heads up, Twitch chat. Ads are gonna play. Ad warning. Edge. I'll tell you what. They've been doing this since, like, Gen 6, chat. They've been big into these types of characters for far too long now. Canary, Iono, Rahan. Her name's not like Lisa. I never even remember her name. The idol with Altaria in Oraz, whose name I never bothered to remember. Oh, Rhyme? Does she really count? I don't know if she counts. Yeah, I think, if I were to tier list them right now, I would have... I don't know, Rahan is fine. He's fine. C, I guess. Is C the fine tier? And then everyone else can go into I wish to never see them again tier. There we go. That's my tier list. Of all of the idol Pokemon characters. And done. Yeah, he takes selfies and people really want to see him kiss Leon. And he does doubles. And he has Duraludon. Was she related to Watson? Man, Watson kind of ruined a lot. For frickin' Watson. Watson in a stupid damn mall. It died to a crit against a Zigzagoon during a trainer battle? No. Rip. Yeah, damn it, Watson. And again, we have a poison type gym leader who's a performer. I mean, I wouldn't say she's an idol. But that would be Roxy from Black and White 2. She had lyrics in her gym song. What are you gonna do about it, Pierce? To help against Roxanne. Roxanne probably would have thrown rocks at it, but yes, it would have helped. Rip. Pierce and Sword and Shield. Can we really call that man a performer? Name one Pierce song. That Roxy song taught me Coffin's Japanese name. So not only does Roxy have a great design, a great aesthetic, a great type choice, but she taught me something. She gave me knowledge. The most important thing. Heavy metal, which would have been great if they gave him a song. He could have been a generational... He could have been a generational character. I mean, I know he still has his fans, but I'm sorry, I'm always gonna think about that moment where he goes to sing and you just hear the squeak of his shoes on the floor. That zapped his aura. He's got nothing left. Has a whirlipede. Yeah, why can't we just have a musician character without them being like... Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, fans. Pokemon TikTok. Remember we had the rocker trainers? I miss those. I miss those guys. Speaking of Gen 3, speaking of Watson. All the rockers that are hanging out on the right of Mauville. Hey Liz, thanks for the 2 CAD. I appreciate it. You predicted shiny before 20k? I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love Roxy. She's probably in my top... maybe top 10 gym leaders. Maybe top 10. A violin player who uses a cricketune. You'd think that would be a no-brainer. I love Cricketune. What a fun guy. Man, they were on fire when they were designing early bugs. Good night, Bit Bandit. Have a good one. The street performer girl. I kind of love that about Coliseum, though. Again, to reference that tweet that I think is so true, Coliseum's the one Pokemon game that seems like it smells like cigarettes. Grimy. You just have some random unhinged characters in there. It's great. Instead of your modern Pokemon NPC that's like, I sure love insert Pokemon here. They're my bestest friend. Or all the children holding their coffee, walking around talking about influencing in Scarlet Violet. A breakdancer gym leader. Get that Australian woman. Yeah, Aura is the closest we ever have gotten to like a grimy, seedy... Well, I mean, we have... Team Skull took over Po Town, but that's one group. It isn't like a place people actually live. We need Gotham in Pokemon. Pokemon Noir. Miraculous Leddyba. And, Lipard. Dark Castelia City. Unova was definitely the place for a city like that. Yeah, he's voiced by, Nick Cage. Come on, Nidoran. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Mankey, if you were shiny, I would take that too. I can't wait to use Annihilate whenever they add Annihilate in Champions. One of my favorite Gen 9 pokes. Never heard of Kiss. I wish his city was more than a glorified hallway. Also, he had some bad PR with the Team Yell people. I don't think they were doing him any favors. I had to think about what their team name was for a second, because they're like barely anything. they're barely anything. Annihilate is such a perfect evolution. It's everything I wanted to see out of an evolution for a Gen 1 Pokemon. Cool design, it follows the lore. The only thing I don't like about Annihilate is that it has a pretty bleh shiny. I wish they had kept the green. Annihilate pulls a Dragonite or a Nidoqueen where it changes the color scheme that the past two had established. And that's no good. Annihilate has a weird quirk too, where sometimes its bangs... I noticed this was always correct in ZA, but it would often change in Scarlet Violet. What a surprise. But sometimes his bangs are up and sometimes they're down. Oh, it should be red. That would have been incredible. I would have actually been okay with that if they made it red. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum. I actually think most of the evolutions they gave out to Pokemon in Gen 9 were good. Clodsire, great stuff. Farigiraf, great stuff. I don't hate the Dunsparce like a lot of people do. It's fine. It's fine. Were there any others? I'm like struggling to think right now. Clodsire is a giant salamander. The Sire. Toadskool and Toadcruel are another two that I'm a big fan of. The Dunsparce. I had to again ask, what were you expecting? Did you really think they were gonna have Dunsparce turn into like a majestic dragon? Game Freak? I mean, it's fine to be disappointed and not like the Pokemon, but... Again, I just have to ask, like, what were you expecting? Yeah, I don't think I had any real expectations either. Exactly. I mean, I never even thought they would give anything to Dunsparce. It's kind of one of Gen 2's more forgotten Pokemon, at least it was. The only thing about the Dunsparce, I wish it was competitive. Farigiraf is very good. Annihilate is very good. Clodsire, In certain spots, you might be able to use it and be okay, but... I didn't even like using Clodsire in my playthrough. Great, I love the design, though. Good shiny, too. Said meh. See, that's fair. The only thing that makes me look down on Clodsire is that, What's-Her-Face, it's What's-Her-Face's signature Pokemon. Rika. I almost called her Japanese name. I think her Japanese name is Chili. Frick Rika. I better never see her dumbass at any Pokemon games ever again. Spare me on your BuzzFeed quiz, lady. Oh, you came to the Elite Four to have fun? Goodbye. We don't have fun here. They could have made that fun, you know? I was joking about the BuzzFeed quiz thing, but if it was actually like a funny, like lighthearted, goofy test to, you know, about when you're about to go to the Elite Four, it would have been fine. Yeah, at least you can't fail a BuzzFeed quiz. At least you can't say you have fun, you're there to have fun, and the game says fuck you. We don't have fun around here. What is this fun that you speak of? Maybe they should have cut that dumbass quiz and actually made a Victory Road that wasn't embarrassing but. A mountain full of nothing but grass and Mousehold and Igglybuff. Great job, guys. Killer Elite Four. In that blue, boring room. And then when I first played through Scarlet, I got the sound glitch, so my Elite Four track never fully looped properly. That was hilarious. I had a feeling it was gonna happen to me, and it did. Gratilda shit. Grunty's got style. Rika has no style. You failed because you remembered the wrong gym leader's name. That is so... That makes me angry for you. Oh my god, it is such a aggravating part of that game. It's just so poorly designed. Why is this here? They're I know why it's there, because they were like, oh, well, it's a school, so we've got to have a final written exam. You know, just what kids play video games for, so they can do schoolwork. Remember when I was talking about why Game Freak has to insist on making things parallel to real life? That's a great example of where it sucks the fun out of the room. Seriously, I got failed for saying I was there to have fun. You don't even have to go to classes. They don't even really incentivize you to go to the classes. It's just, oh my god. Gen 11 where you have to write a whole written essay. We have to cite our sources and everything. Yeah, I like how they never even showed anybody being mean to those bozo Team Star people. And then the way that their stories were handled in the DLC, where they all just conformed and went back to school like nothing happened, hilarious. Great message for kids. APA format. If they had cut out all the Team Star stuff and just focused on Arvin and his family, we could have had an all-timer. Just focused on Arvin, and then maybe you get to make friends with Lonely Penny and, like, over-eager Nimona. And that's just the main bulk of the story. It would have been great. Oh, you'd rather fight a goofy, stupid, unrelated Reveroom 5 times? Poor Reveroom. I don't even know what they were doing with his ass in that game. You know what they should have focused on? They should have had it be like a racing school or some sort of racing academy, and you have to race with Koraidon, Miraidon. All the kids there race with Cyclizar and Reveroom and other fast Pokemon. And then you get Koraidon and Miraidon, and it's like, you're the coolest kid. Everybody's like, whoa. You got the cool dragons. P0 Grand Prix. You're a Grand Prix. You kind of forgot about Reveroom. Understandable. Scarlet Violet was already built for that type of thing too, with all those empty, wide open world map. You could have done racing. You don't even see people, like, out and about on Cyclizar. Like, they have Cyclizar stations and you see them, but I guess having NPCs that moved in the world was too much for them. Which we know because the NPCs did roam in the beta version. They cut that out. Hilarious. Can't have roaming NPCs in our open world game. That breaks everything. Take them out. Remove them. Yeah, implied Cyclizar roaming. It's implied. They do so little with Cyclizar, it's hard to remember that he is even, like, related to Kurai and Miraidon. Like, they mention it. There's, like, an offhand comment about it, and that's it. They should have given Nimona a Cyclizar and then had it be friends with your Koraidon Miraidon. The movement mechanics in the open world are not satisfying. Yeah, they're really not. They're not satisfying like a good platformer. I almost want to say ZA has the most. Which is funny because ZA doesn't have any ride modes or like a bicycle or roller skates or anything, but I feel like ZA has the most smooth movement. Does she have one? I don't even remember. I just remember Nimona, I think about like her Pawmot. I feel like that's like her ace Pokemon, Pawmot. Doesn't she have like a Paldean Tauros and... I actually don't remember any of her team. I remember Arvin's team because they're all food themed, and I remember Penny's team because they're all Eevees. What the dog doing? Gym team and post-story team. Yeah, Nimona's kind of interesting because she's already established at the very beginning as being, like, just cracked. The strongest. Yeah, she doesn't really get to do much in the DLC. You get to see her during the Petra Run stuff, and that's about it. Her blueberry team? What's her blueberry team? I don't remember. How do I stay motivated for full odds and get through a lot of encounters without burnout? Definitely take breaks. I'm feeling particularly motivated right now, so I'm trying to get a lot of encounters done. We'll probably do some more FireRed and LeafGreen this weekend, and then probably a Champions Day. I miss Champions. We should get to play. Yeah, it would have been fun if you, like, show up and Nimona just, like, curb stomped somebody, ways that they could demonstrate that she's a really strong player without telling you. I mean, it's fine in the beginning to establish her, but yeah. Oh, hi, Nidoran. I think we talked about this yesterday, but I'm very, very curious to see what the rival... Probably plural, because every Pokemon game has to have a giant cast now, which I don't think helps. What the rivals are gonna be in Wiwa. Too palsy with you all the time. Yeah, they could have done an angle where... Like, remember the Avatar The Last Airbender episodes where Katara's teaching Aang waterbending and he immediately, like, picks it up like a pro and it makes her kind of bitter. Resentful. You could have done something like that. I still would love a Pokemon game with a rival that's part of the evil team. And maybe you redeem them, or... It'd be even more interesting if they were your friend and then they go to the evil team because they lose their way. They haven't been cooking with teams since, like, Gen 7, though, so... They don't even seem very interested in that format anymore. It almost seems like it's just there to check a box. Oh! You bitch! Max speed Meowth, outspeeding my timid Maimin. Which, reminder chat, the Maimin is here for Vulpix, because Vulpix can learn Roar, and Mr. Mime has Soundproof. Yeah, Silver is the only one. And he kind of does get redeemed. He's not an active part of Team Rocket, though. I mean, that is what makes Silver, like, one of the best rivals. You're the evil team. Every villain is lemons. I don't like Barry either, and I never have. That is one of the most one-note, boring Pokemon characters of all time. Isn't it funny when he runs fast and leaves abruptly and goes thud? Yeah, Silver resents Giovanni in Team Rocket, which is what... pretty interesting about his character. Just got a Selgor from DA's, nice. I don't have Shelmet either. I gotta get Shelmet one of these days. Hugh was also one note. Listen, I love Black and White too. But Hugh is just a pure downgrade. He is a one-note character through and through. Roar, where's my sister's purloin? Nobody cares, dog. I don't even know your sister's name. Who cares? Who gaff? I never liked Hugh's design all that much either. If they toned Hugh down and, like, had him tag along with you a few more times and maybe gave him a little bit more to work with, you could maybe salvage him. Also, what a name. Why did they name him Hugh? Hugh Neutron. I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, Team Plasma. Seriously, I don't even remember what his sister looks like. And you had such good camaraderie with Sharon and Bianca, and even N. Like, you get to see Sharon and Bianca grow. Yeah, here's another Black and White 2 hot take. I like Elise's design from Black and White more. Back away 2 Heart Gold Soul Silver, you're missing out. Those are some gems. I like the blonde hair more than the black hair. Also, I think I like her roller coaster gym better than the runway. Give me another roller coaster gym, Pokemon. I feel like they had fun coming up with all the gym leader or the gym design puzzles in black and white too. I always loved Drayden's gym because it's like, what if you fell off? You would plummet to your death. How big is this room? How big is your gym? All the cities in black and white 2 feel like they have so much detail put into them. I sorely miss that. I sorely miss that. Like, there's just so much to explore and so many buildings you can go in and look around and NPCs to talk to and things to find, items to find. They'd be OSHA certified. The windows in ZA. What's wrong with your face? You pay for brand new windows on your house. You come home to see the job the window guys did, and you have the flat window ZA special. Well, at least ZA is the last game that's gonna be on Switch 1 and 2. They have no excuses now. This is such a nice song. Is David Weiss, is he still in the industry? Can he just make music? He doesn't even need a game. Just make music. What's up, Sparkly? I see a tweet that says, seeing people talk about their Switch 1s is making me realize that a lot of people don't realize technology eventually degrades over time. Thankfully, my Switch 1 is still hanging in there. LeafGreen is on my Switch 1 and FireRed's on my Switch 2. But yes, that is true. I mean, if you've ever owned a phone for long enough, you know. Yeah, we were just dunking on Hugh. My sister's purloin! Rawr! could finally shut up about it. I was saying how I don't even remember his sister's name or what she even looks like. It's like, it's not even his Pokemon. For him to be that gung-ho about it, it should have been his own damn Pokemon. If it was his own Pokemon, I would have understood. Understand. Seriously, if it was just his own Pokemon, like they had to make it like, oh, he's being the good big brother. Ugh. I hate sibling stories. He's just trying to be the good protective older brother. Barf. That's been told like 500,000 times already. Can we try something new? Can we do something else? Actually? Nameless, faceless. I don't even think she cared that much. I think she was already over it. Also, if Hugh has that much rage and intensity as a child, imagine what a menace he's gonna be as an adult. Natural, harmonious, gropius. Yeah, I like N2. The ending credits to Black and White are my favorite end credits in any Pokemon game. Like, the way Black and White ends is just chef's kiss. Hugh should have been from an evil team. Anything they could have done differently would have made him a bit more salvageable. Don't encounter a shiny when you're with Hugh. I think I would lose my mind if Hugh killed a shiny on me. Oh, I heard the Black and White farewell song in Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions. It was just as beautiful as you can imagine. It was lovely. I wish they would do that again. Symphonic Evolutions was very fun.
Spiritomb!
That's a good roll. I love Spiritomb. Somebody lost a shiny Zubat because of Hugh. No, you monster. Am I going to the fossil exhibit? I would like to. Unfortunately, Chicago's not that close. They should come to the East Coast. I always wish I went to the Zelda one. I never got to go to the Zelda one. I only went to the Pokemon one. I almost lost my Primal Groudon pin there. I brought my bag and I had my Primal Groudon pin on there. And I remember it fell off and I had to go back into the stage, the floor. But I found it. I didn't lose Gordon on that day. He tried to escape, but I wouldn't let him. Sorry, Gordon. The Zelda ones had more swag. Oh, I always wish I had gotten to go to one. Yeah, I got a shirt and a poster when I went to Symphonic Evolutions that I still have. It's a huge poster, too. It's got Conductor Pikachu on it. I still have my World shirt, too, from when I went to Worlds in 2014. I saw Masuda live in person. And then he revealed the leaked Mega Slowbro. That's another thing I would love for them to have on the East Coast again, instead of being in California 900 times in a row. A Wind Waker baton? Oh my god, that would have been so cool. They should have sold those ocarinas that that company had an ad for in every issue of Nintendo Power. Y'all remember that one? I can, like, imagine the ad clear as day in my head. The Sword of Link cosplayer holding the little blue ceramic-looking ocarina. I wanted one of them so bad, too. If the live-action Zelda movie is more ocarina-based, maybe they'll have a replica of the movie Ocarina. Man, I keep talking about Nintendo Power. One of these days, I want to go through all my old magazines and stuff on stream. It would be fun. Yeah, the Pokemon, I'm not going to LA for an EDM concert. That just screams TPCIA wasting money to waste money. I miss Nintendo Power, chat, I really do. I used to pick them up from, like, books. I mean, I used to pick them up from, like, Borders. Another thing I miss. Oh, my bitrate's crashing. Hold, please. Oh no, my frames. Pokemon Conquest on the cover? Wow, that must have been one of the later ones. I have so many from the GameCube era. Rain Team with Jolteon. I wish Jolteon wasn't so frail. They better add some more electric types in the next regulation. There are no good electric types in Champs. I used to have 2 borders near me. And then one of those borders became a Forever 21, and that doesn't exist anymore either. Yeah, Manetric's not very good. It's a very predictable Pokemon, too. You're going to know exactly what it's gonna do. And it's tough because Garchomp is one of the most meta Pokemon right now. Along with Hippowdon and a few other nasty ground boys. And then, like, your only other options would be, like, Emolga. Or to run, like, Soak Bellybolt Cheese, like a lot of people are running right now. Parabolic Charge Spam. Ba-da-da. Double Pidgey. bulky Rotom wash. I think bulky Rotom is the only way to run Rotom. I have some bulk invested in Mr. Feast, my Rotom Heat. It has saved my Rotom's life. Yeah, the Rotoms are probably the best electric types. Seriously. Spin cycle. Rotoms are just the perfect Pokemon to nickname. Yeah, I wish Mo was better. I've thought about Rotom Mo a few times, but it's tough. It's tough. 6,200 and then 3,900 chat. What? Hey. Oh, and a Nidoran female to kick us off. It's really funny when you look at the bottom of the usage list in Champions and you just see poor regular old Rotom down there. I don't think about regular Rotom being garbage though, because it's so good in Dynamax Adventures. The duality. Rotom Incorporated. I'll put 1,000 Rotoms in cell phones if it means saving this company. A few people have brought in Fernape. You actually, you know the Sinnoh starter that's rising up the ranks? Empoleon. People are using Empoleon. They're using it in a nasty way, though. They're using it to set up rocks. And probably as a Floette counter. Or a counter to some of the other nasty fairies that are running around. Yeah, and Fernape can hit hard. But it is still Infernape. Empoleon also has competitive. Yeah, Empoleon is kind of interesting. Good typing, too. Water Steel is excellent typing. Steel is so good. I really think Steel is like the best competitive type. It's like Steel, Fairy, Dragon, maybe? I've noticed Empoleon's rising through the charts. I think more and more people are using it. Penguin Power. Maybe one day one of the Gen 4 starters will ever receive something. Maybe one day. If only Torterra was good. Sigh. Yeah, I would like to see some things implemented in Gen 10 that maybe put steel types more in their place. Like a lot of good new fire types would be fun. Huh? Huh? Please, Game Freak? Please? If Torterra had thick fat. We can't all be bulky, big ol' Venusaurs. Venusaur is one of those Pokemon that if I see it in Team Preview, it puts a pit in my stomach, because I know I'm in for a bad time. Mega Venusaur Stall is evil. Evil. Pombon. It is frustrating, Ash. It frustrates me in every freaking generation of Pokemon. They're so light on fire types. What's Venusaur's mega ability? Thick fat. That's what makes it so... That's why I was thinking about a flying type move on my Charizard X. Let me go to my showdown team that I was crafting. What did I put on it? Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Flame Charge, and I was debating over Roost. Aerial Ace is kind of butt. I don't want to run Aerial Ace. Yeah, Charizard X gets no good flying type moves. Acrobatics doesn't work because you're still holding the Mega Stone. Yeah, a lot of them run Thunder Punch for like Gyarados and Primarinas. Yes, is Thunder Punch the better move? Ugh, Charizard X's move pool is terrible. It's not great. And it does get EQ. You're right. Let's put Facade on it. Dragon Tail. Too many people are getting comfy with Dragon Tail, chat. If you see our Chaladon in the ladder, chances are it's gonna go for Stealth Rocks and then Dragon Tail. Barf. Who wakes up and wants to play our Chaladon like that? Disgusting. Special X? Hey, they wouldn't expect it. Yeah, Garchomps are doing that now too, which is just like, oh my god. Fuck it, I can't stand people who play like this. Yeah, the fire type problem is particularly noticeable in Gen 4, but it's bad in other gens too. It's bad in most gens. But 4 is particularly notable how bad it is. Flamethrower Charizard X. Run my Sableye, set up Sunny Day, send out Charizard X, win? Question mark? I want to run Basculegion. I want to give him a try. I want to give the no-skill fish a try. Why people were there? Because there are none. It's pretty easy. Gen 4 has trash variety. Take out some of those garbage grass and bug types in the middle of Gen 4's Pokedex and replace them with some cool fire types. Rapidash isn't Gen 4, it's Gen 1. Five fire types. When a new gen comes out, I don't rely on the oldies. I like a new team, a fresh squad. Also, Ponyta does take a long-ass time to evolve, to be honest. Ponyta does take a long-ass time to evolve. Trying to get the Shalfa. I've had a few hunts in ZA like that, where the Shalfa just would never show up. You'd get a few little regular shinies, but never the Shalfa. I hope you get it soon. Useless water types. Yeah, it has quite a few of those, too. This is such a good song. This is from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This is Invasion at the House of Horrors. Great game. I recommend it if you haven't played it. Yeah, this is a Kirby song. Forgotten Land is great. It was a joy and a delight. It was nice to play a game that was just polished and good from start to finish. I haven't either, Justin. Because you have to pay for it. It's like, what, 20 bucks? I'll get to it at some point. If it was free, I would have checked it out. But Nintendo doesn't know what free means, so... They don't know the meaning of the word. This is such a fun level, too. You know how in Mario Galaxy you have the Yoshi levels where Yoshi has to swallow the light so you can see where you're going? They basically took that and reinvented it into a Kirby level. Also, my bitrate's dropping again. Hold, please! Why do you keep doing that, OBS? Yeah, they just sold Kirby Air Riders for 30 bucks at Costco. If I had a Costco membership, I would have went and got it. That's a steal. Because Nintendo is like Apple. Sales? I don't think so. It's usually up to the retailers that run the sales. Feel free to give us more money. Doo-be-doo-boop. Be-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo. We've got to have money. So true, Tom and Jerry, Villain Man. So true. You missed it by a few hours. The worst part was when I saw a guy upload a picture of like the entire game, like 50 copies of all the $30 Nintendo Switch 2 games they had on sale. People were going in there to scalp them. Such little profit, too. Insane. I've never even been inside a Costco, chat. I don't know. I don't have one near me. I don't know what a chicken bake tastes like. Yeah, so I've heard. I've heard stories. They do, just not close. We have Sam's Club instead, chat. Womp. I mean, I've never been to Sam's Club either. Yeah, I've never been to a Costco, but it strikes me as the type of store that would be very, 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 very busy at all times. Oh, you guys have BJ's up there too? Yeah, that's another chain we have here. Sam's Club never has Pokemon cards. Yeah, I feel like it is always Costco that I see selling Pokemon cards. Busy all the time, I figured. A ghost town? Oh, they close at 8. Ugh, I hate all the stores that close so early. Yeah, my dad loves Aldi. Aldi is fun, but it's the type of store where you go and you pick up something and you really like it and then you go back the next week and it's gone. Never to be seen ever again. Ampharos, Heliolisk. Heliolisk is fun. Great way to kill Basculegion. Trader Joe's is another store like that that's always busy. Maybe that's just because the Trader Joe's we have here... Are they all small? I feel like all Trader Joe's are too small. Mr. Joe, you need to expand. Bigger store. I was at Five Below the other day, and I saw a Super Mario Galaxy movie t-shirt, and it might have been the cheapest looking t-shirt I have ever seen. It was like, you know, if you go to like a Michael's or craft store and you get a kit to make your own t-shirt to do a print. It was like that. It was the cheapest t-shirt I've ever seen. Brute Root from the first movie. The Venusaur. That's an all-timer. They still haven't even filled, like, most of the Sears in the area. Remember Sears? Circuit City. I remember Circuit City. I think I have a core memory of seeing a first movie, Pokemon the first movie display full of VHSs in a Circuit City when I was a kid. Dying of old age now. How is Best Buy staying in business? That's a store I never really shop at. Like, most tech stuff you can just get cheaper at, like, Amazon. Macy's. I wouldn't be surprised if they're on their way out soon. You got Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks at Circuit City. That rules. You played the Virtual Boy demo there? That's incredible. Sears was one of the big anchor stores at my mall, so I just remember, like, cutting through it. Like, walking through and seeing all the beds and all the appliances. It closed in 2009, wow. Sears had the N64 station. You know who used to have video game consoles? Fast food restaurants. Burger King. I think some McDonald's had them too. You could just go and plop your kid down and they'd play their Nintendo 64. I think my Burger King still has that room. It's just sealed off. It's empty and there's nothing in there. They don't even build playgrounds in most fast food places anymore. Anyone still go to Burger King? Listen, I know Burger King it's popular to hate Burger King. It's popular to dunk on Burger King, but listen. The chicken fries are legit. Their sweet and sour sauce is tasty. They have large drink. Defend the rodeo burger. I think they're having Grogu like chicken Parmesan chicken fries for the new Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars. Yeah, see their chicken fries, their Mott's fries. Great stuff. I don't think they're food colored, but they do have like a Grogu shake. Burger King is also one of the few fast food chains that actively sends me coupons. Like they'll send a physical flyer of coupons in the mail. And like some fast food is so expensive now, it's like, shit, I'll take this. I'll take some cheap chicken fries. The ball pit is a germ farm. Yeah, that's why they don't make them anymore, because there were too many lawsuits and issues with kids in the play places. You don't want to drink Grogu's shake? Burger King partnering up with Star Wars just makes me nostalgic. I still remember all the crossover, like they went so hard with the marketing with all the prequel movies. The Grimace shake. The Whimsicott beat-up strategy. They think they're so clever with that, too. As if that strategy hasn't been around since, like, the Stone Age. I feel like all the fast food places doing themed meals and stuff. I feel like this all comes back to the Rick and Morty sauce. Like everything changed after the Rick and Morty sauce incident. You were disappointed by the sauce. I haven't been to Wendy's in like so long because they got rid of the sweet and sour sauce. I think they're bringing it back. But like, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. Stuck at the top of the play place. Obbies, we have the meats. Yeah, the Krabby Patty was just a Dave single. They didn't put any effort into that at all. The Cinemelts. When I was in Canada, when I stayed with Tyler last year, their breakfast over there, their breakfast options are so much better than the crap we have it in US McDonald's for breakfast. They had so many more options, it was mind-blowing. It's really funny that they used to have, I think they still might have one in like Disney Paris, but they used to have like McDonald's in Disney parks. That's so funny to me. Imagine going all the way to a Disney park and then getting McDonald's. The Denny's in Canada greatly differs from the Denny's in the US. Yeah, Tyler told me it's like genuinely kind of expensive to go to a Denny's in Canada. I did see Boston Pizza there. I didn't go there and partake, but I did see the funny, ill-fitting pizza chain. For a SpongeBob branded bag. Still stuck in the lab? Oh, I hope you get out soon. Yeah, you don't really see a lot of McDonald's in the malls anymore. I feel like Chick-fil-A is the big mall fast food place. When is somebody gonna try the pretty patties? Remember when the only SpongeBob food when it first started coming out were those little gummy Krabby Patties? People love a big yellow guy. I don't know why that is, but they do. Sparrow pizza. Sparrow's is good. Nothing beats a big, gigantic Sparrow slice when you're in a mall. A kelp shake. Probably gross. A kelp shake does not sound like it would be very good. Eating a gummy Krabby Patty right now? Nice. Cheers. I miss the more unhinged food crossovers that we would get, like the Shrek green ketchup. Did I see a Shrek popcorn bowl or bucket design on Twitter earlier? Are they re-releasing Shrek in theaters or something? I like how that's where we're at now. 4,000 for Vulpix, by the way. Mamma mia! Big ol' 4K! I'm almost halfway over odds on Vulpix now. 40.96 is half. Why did it look grainy? Yeah, Pizza Hut when they used to have the buffet. The buffet in the red cups. The plastic red cups. Sometimes I wish there was more Italian, like, quick fast food options besides just pizza. I like Noodles and Company a lot, but there's not really one that's close. Well, you never want to out Pizza the Hut. Dangerous. KFC used to have a buffet. Sparrow's is only in the mall. I've never seen a standalone Sparrow. Sbarro. Instant spaghetti. They tried spaghetti in the 80s. That's insane. Can you imagine ordering McDonald's spaghetti? That's the type of thing that they'd have in their menu in the headquarters one in Chicago, where they offer all the different options from around the world. Yeah, I've never seen a Cullivers. I'm not close to any Cullivers. I've heard good things. I want to try Bojangles too. McSketty. Cullivers is legit. Never. Oh, I want to try Jollibee too. The problem is, my area is just all chicken. Ever since Raising Cane's got as popular as it did, which I don't understand because that chicken has no seasoning and little flavor and their sauce is mid. Anyway. Don't get me, Raising Cane fans. You know it's true. Popeyes clears. But Cane's is so popular that there's just nothing but endless chicken chains. Just chicken and chicken and chicken and chicken and chicken and chicken. Oh yeah, I saw that. Jollibee is having a FF14 collab. That's funny. That's the type of thing that we'd see that would only exist in Japan. Like, I feel like Krispy Kreme and Baskin Robbins are always doing, like, really cool Pokemon promotions, but they're only in Asia. Dang, chat's got Jollibees nearby. I'm jealous. Yeah, Popeyes is legit. I think Popeyes has a one-piece meal right now. Hatsune Miku. That was Domino's. That was Domino's. The Domino's CEO making that video. Wonder what that guy's up to these days. Yeah, I actually got Popeyes not too long ago. like a few weeks ago, and it came with the One Piece box, and I was like, what? Oh, I guess they're doing a thing. No Jollibees within 500 miles. Popeyes has one of the best sauces. I like their sweet heat sauce. If you like a good sweet and spicy sauce, which they sell it in stores now. I actually have a bottle of it in my fridge. If you like a good sweet and spicy sauce, it's tasty. Yeah, I have Jollibees and I have Jollibee in my state. It's just far away. I don't have a Steak and Shake nearby. Are they worth it? Are they worth the hype? I went to a Steak and Shake in the airport, the Denver Airport Mall when I was returning home last year, and I went to order a shake, and the woman, the cashier told me, "I'm sorry, we don't have any shakes left." Oh. I think it, no, it wasn't Steak, it was Shake Shack. So you're just Shack? You have no shakes, so you're just Shack? I get Steak and Shake and, I get those two confused. I wanted a milkshake really bad, too. Like, I was... Just came off of a long plane ride. I had to fly back home still. I was gonna get it was like the black and white shake. I just bought an overpriced water instead. Sad. Yeah, I was fiending. I was fiending for a delicious shake. But alas, I was denied. I think one of the other I think if there was a Chick-fil-A, I was wandering around the food court, and the Chick-fil-A had a sign that was like, we're out of like 5 different things. You think busy international airports would be a bit more stocked, but I guess not. There was a McDonald's there. That was like the busiest place. I'm enchanted by all the sit-down restaurants in airports. And all the various people that I saw dining at them. Like, the Denver airport had a John Elway themed restaurant. It's like, who chooses to eat here? I guess if you're a big Broncos fan. I'm choosing to dine at the John Elway expensive sit-down restaurant in the Denver airport. Sure, I guess. Yes, dads do want you to be there 100 hours early. That's a known dad fact. My dad actually had a flight not too long ago, and he was getting nervous that the TSA stuff wasn't going to be cleared up. Thankfully it was. Imagine you have to show up to the airport legitimately like 10 hours early. Why do kids always remember when you're like forced to be in a boring place for so long? I remember all the different boring places I was dragged as a kid. I still remember the entire day that I was in the car dealership with my parents as a kid. Oh my god. Why do kids remember that? Your flash drive was a hidden knife. Yeah, anytime I go through TSA, I kind of watch my bag go through and I'm like, uh-oh, don't flag anything. I'm innocent, I promise. You know what they'll really get you for if you bring a lot of like tripods and camera equipment? I watch somebody on YouTube and he always gets pulled aside by TSA for having tripods and stuff like that. Losing your Game Boy Color at a car dealership. That's probably what I was doing. I had either my Game Boy Color or my Advance. Yeah, I had my Switch in my backpack and it was fine. Oh, I hated clothes. It's funny because I don't feel that way anymore, but as a kid, being forced to clothes shop was like the worst thing ever. It was so boring to me. I gave my mother a bit of a fright when I was a kid. I hid in the clothing rack on her. And she was running around calling for me, getting scared and stressed out, and I was in there giggling. I was a little child, okay? My excuse. Three hours! Oh my goodness. Yeah, your mother running into a coworker or something, or a friend. Oh no. Child me was doing a little trolling, I guess. Oops. Alright, we're at 63.51 and 40.51. That's crazy. Really getting up there now. Alright. Yeah, I was in the grocery store the other day and literally passed by like 3 different kids sitting in the shopping carts holding phones or tablets. Good night, everybody. Heading out. Have a good one. Back to school shopping. That was actually something I loved doing. I love stationery and all that type of stuff. Decided to go talk to her about it. No. There was this, I don't even remember I barely I barely even remember any of this, but there was this guy on my bus when I was like a freshman in high school, and he was just a big stupid asshole. Just kind of a nasty and abrasive to everybody. And I remember I saw him working in CVS when I was with my dad, and I ducked out quickly, and he said to my dad she probably stole something. No, brother, I just don't want to see you. 'Purposely went in the opposite direction. I don't blame you. Because she used to work there. 12 years, yeah, it's been, when I graduated high school in 2012. The class of 2012, wow. The year the world ended. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, you got your colorful 100th colorful screw, nice. I haven't completed all of mine, and I don't think I ever will. Last time you went to that one. I've had a few instances where I see somebody in public and I think they look like somebody I might know, and then it's not them, and it's like, oh, whew. A good name for Mimikyu? Sure. It's no Marcel, though. I remember I saw one of my teachers I didn't like from high school in a post office once, and I was praying that she never noticed me. Four shiny Ralts on one sandwich, nice. You got the whole line. You got the whole line done. Pidgey and Nidoran. Come on, fellas. One of you's gotta be shiny. You legit got 3 male and 1 female. Nice. And 5 below once. I think I saw my English teacher coming out of a Target once. Or maybe it was her husband who was a social studies teacher. It's one of them. It was one of them's. I love this Mario Party song. It's so unhinged. Let's have some fun. Mario Party 2 is my favorite cover because it has Little Wizard Toad. For the next Mario Party game, they should bring that concept back. A shiny Pidgey. It could happen. I have great odds of that happening, considering Pidgey can show up in both games. But I'm gonna hope it doesn't. Who's winning? LeafGreen is winning by 1 shiny. So my 1 Charmeleon versus my Venusaur and my Gyarados. Ooh, Seed, your ex at a grocery store. That's... few things are worse than that. I did see my friend's, boyfriend, who I didn't care for, at the store once. And I feel like he did recognize me. But he didn't say anything, so... One of those guys that would always go on about, oh, I'm taking AP chemistry. I'm so smart because I'm taking AP chemistry. Look at me. One of those kids that thought taking AP classes made them like the smartiest of smarticles. I take AP chemistry. My brain is so large. Birdly. He does fit a Birdly ass description. I think he even wore glasses like him too. Yeah, I took some AP classes too, like big whoop. Nothing special. I took some AP art classes, and I took some AP social studies classes. Birdly's a Deltarune character, a dorky little bird. A dorky little blue bird. Imagine Falco from Star Fox, but a little dork. Yeah, it's definitely not worth writing home about. Oh, I saw that video, Hatman. It made me roll my eyes. It was all Charizard, Charizard, Blastoise, Charizard, Charizard. It was ask MLB players who their favorite Pokemon was. Charizard, Charizard. Yeah, there was one Dialga. It's like that guy from the Super Bowl commercial who had Zygarde in there. Charizard. Yeah, we always had to choose a bunch of electives. In my senior year, I was like running out of options. 100% on your homework if you did it. That's nice. One of these days when they ask a famous person their favorite Pokemon, I want one of them to throw us a curveball and say, like, Behem. Described for alligator, but said Bulbasaur. That's why they make a lot of Charizard shit, by the way, chat. Case in point. For that crowd right there. Your casuals. Big fan of Clairpool. Everybody stands up, round of applause. People start crying. He's just so goated. Stunfisk or Quillfish. Those would both be good answers. Bruxish would be an enlightened choice. The most worthless class I took in school was probably the class I took in high school about typing. It was so outdated. I actually think it pissed me off because it was trying to teach you, like, this is the proper way to put your hands on the keyboard, and that's just not what I was about. I actually think I might have gotten a C in that class. Yeah, I think a typing course in high school is maybe too late. You should probably introduce that to kids in, like, elementary or middle school. I just taught myself to type as a baby on the computer. Didn't even know what Pokemon was. He has to pretend. What if he's not even a real fan, but he has to pretend because it's a big Japanese IP? Fake baby. I never did any of that, like, I always thought that was a Disney Channel thing. Getting paired up with somebody and having to do, like, the take care of baby thing. What a utterly worthless class activity that is. I'm glad I never had to do it. Mavis Beacon? Hell yeah. We love Mavis. Don't say Agumon. Dark Magician. Actually, he would probably say Black Magician. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Because that's its Japanese name. That Nidoran scared me for a second. I was looking at chat and something new appeared and I was like, wait, what is that? I wish I had played some of the old school Sierra games. I think I would have liked them. Yanked the batteries out. I seriously thought that was just like a Disney Channel or like a Nickelodeon sitcom thing that people did. Just like, I never dissected frogs either. Which, good. I'm A-okay with that one. Yeah, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. I do enjoy a good frog. A good froggy friend. Dissect a rat. If you take like anatomy and physiology courses in college, you can dissect bigger things. Larger animals. The only real science experiment I remember us doing in school that I thought was interesting was that, I want to say it was like maybe sophomore, 10th grade. We made our own ice cream where we made it from scratch with the salt. Dissected a pig, wow. Had to clean out the sink, oh. What a pleasant job. Wow, a few of you said you dissected pigs. That's crazy. I mean, maybe if I took like AP biology, we would have done that, but I just took what was required of me. I probably would have dissected anything over doing the Punnett squares again. A C-, bruh. Yeah, I had this art project once where I did like a pencil drawing of San Francisco, and my teacher like took off points because I can't remember if I was foolish and said I had never been there or what, but he was like, "You've never been there. Therefore, you fail the assignment." That guy was a piece of shit. I've had the worst art teachers. The smell of the formaldehyde, ugh, yeah, all the chemicals. Point out what each part was, yup. Punnett squares are evil. I liked my biology teacher. He was a fun guy, but oh god. I would look at the Punnett squares and I'd make a Tim Allen noise. It never clicked. It was nice too because we had all the science classrooms and stuff were pretty much brand new. So all the science classes had very nice, clean, new rooms, which was very nice. I would often walk all the way over to the wing just to go to the bathroom there because it was brand new. It also had so much light. It always cracked me up because the main part of the original building was so dank and dark. And then the new wing is like, windows and light. Maybe if we didn't build schools to resemble jail cells, less people would hate coming here. The children crave sunlight. It was nice too because the bathrooms were so nice and new that they didn't smell like sewage like some of the older bathrooms in the school did. We had a nice new gymnasium too, but the problem is that the gym was built by somebody on drugs. So it's kind of designed in a maze-like way. You get to the basement floor and there's just random rooms and hallways everywhere. And the locker rooms were kind of scary because they had shower rooms that were never used. Nobody showered. So there's just this, you have the main locker room and then behind it there's a wall separating and it's just open. You had these creepy ass dark shower room that was just never used. I remember people would like some girls would pretend to go back there and like turn on the showers. And one of the gym classes I was in that basement, it had no windows. It had like a black ceiling. It was the most dank room. And then of course, we had trailers because even a ginormous school, it's not enough room, so we had like 8 trailers outside. I think I had homeroom in one of those trailers in like sophomore year. I had to go out to the outside every day, which would suck when it was like raining or snowing. English in a trailer. I think it was social studies that was all out there. Yeah, I think my AP government class was out there. Now that I think about it. I had AP Gov that was out there, and I had my homeroom and like another social studies class out there. Healthy Harold. He sounds healthy. I mean, they weren't like the worst, but they weren't ideal either. Actually, towards the gymnasium, it's like the school had multiple different entrances, but that one entrance was just never used anymore. So it was just a, again, dark hallway, dark empty hallway with just dusty trophy cabinets. Also, heads up, Twitch chat ads are gonna play, but they're the last ads of the night. And I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get up for a second, so you won't miss anything. Yeah, we had Dare. I love telling this, but we had the Coney guy show up to my high school. Not Coney himself, of course. That would have been something. But the Coney 2012 guys. Very funny in hindsight. Yeah, that organization came to my school, and they had a video that they showed us of these bros out in Africa. This like group of guys they sent to Africa, and I don't even remember the gist of it. It's just funny that I can say the Coney 2012 scammer people went to my high school. They came and did a presentation for my school and collected donation money. Alright, give me 1 second, chat. I can't believe I'm almost 7K into Nidoran. That doesn't feel real. It does not feel real. Alright, let's we get to 6,500, 4,200. Good stopping point, and then we'll continue with more this weekend, and then we'll do a champion stream too. Champions. Ooh, Tina time. I'm so glad I got shiny Tina from Dynamax Adventures. I'm still happy about that shiny. That's one of those shinies I think back on and I'm like, hell yeah. That was a great pickup. Big fan. Stop giving me double Pidgey game. Please. I humbly request less Pidgey. All this talk of school, I feel like I gotta set my alarm and get up early and go to school. I don't miss that. Why do they make kids get up so damn early? Charmeleon, you're so sparkly. Wasn't even using. I definitely remember a lot of those old, wasn't there an anti-drug commercial where, like, there's a dog and he's like, I'm sorry, Jessica, ever since you've been using drugs, you're not fun anymore, or something like that. I seem to remember a talking dog. Prep them to get up early for work in the future. You're probably right, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. She must be doing the good stuff if her dog is talking to her, damn. She's really hitting the pen. What do they do in like states where marijuana's legal? If you do a drug, you go to hell and die. Mario said that. Yeah, you gotta love all the PSAs that it's like, okay, who is this gonna help? Who is this gonna help? The happy birthday one? That sounds familiar. Oh, hi, Nidoran female. Another one for the road. Another one. Types of billboards, yes. I remember we had like a Smokey the Bear thing when I was in like 1st grade or something. Only you can prevent forest fires. I remember the frying pan one. I remember that one. The frying pan and the egg. I remember that. I remember that one. Wasn't there one with all the cartoon characters from like the 80s? Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and like He-Man or something. There's a very funny Yu-Gi-Oh one that every time it pops up on my timeline, I have to play it and it makes me laugh. Where is it? I'll play it. What are you gonna do, YouTube? Block my video? Poof. Yu-Gi-Oh! Anti-meta? No, anti-drug. You ready for this one, chat? Where's my playlist? Let me mute it.
I know marijuana is harmful. I know it can't improve my game. My friends and I have faced many battles, and we have always dueled without drugs. I wouldn't be the world's best duelist if I smoked marijuana. It would disappoint my friends and lower my concentration.
Look at that crusty PNG!
Drugs is one duel I don't want to have. I must stay healthy and keep my friends close if I want to defeat my opponent's monsters. I will never dishonor myself or my friends by using drugs. That's playing a game I can't win. My anti-drug.
Oh, summer 2003. Holy shit. And then I see Beast Games just got stinkier. Mr. Beast horked up another one. Oh, incredible. I'm glad I got to introduce some people to that for the first time. That makes me really happy. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. I like how Yami specifically says marijuana. Hearing Yugi say marijuana slays me. Blue Eyes White Dragon says, "Don't do a drug." Ah, 2003. A simpler time. I love to imagine the job that person at that, what was it called? I remember this. Honor, my anti-drug. What employee there had to Google, what do kids like? Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, let's do it. What's up, Trixie? Alright. We're chugging along here, chat. Gonna get some final checks here. Has Dan Green ever talked about that? That would be a funny thing to ask him about. What's the lore? You're almost at double odds. Oh, that sucks. Doing a solo hunt, that double sucks. Or maybe single sucks. I hope anybody that's over odds, double over odds, are still in Professor Oak's lab. May you be free soon. I bet he would find it funny. Too bad they didn't get Kaiba. It would have been even funnier if it was Eric Stewart who said those lines. Oh, you're looking for Drowsy? That's fun. I hope you get him soon. Great shiny, too. That route outside Vermilion is kind of interesting. I had a rough idea of what I wanted shiny when I started this challenge, and now that I'm like over 100 hours in and 3 shinies down, I don't know, I could definitely be swayed to do something different. I still want to do a game corner Pokemon for each version. We'll see what else. Yeah, you know, Kaiba strikes me as a guy that would not partake in any of that. He doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs. All he needs is his Blue Eyes White Dragon. Letting down his little brother. Get lit with me, Mokuba. Skeletor. Yeah, Pinsir's a nice one. That's true, Sparkly. He actually probably is addicted to a children's trading card game. Who's the real addict, Kaiba? Yeah, Pinsir has a great, nice, bright blue color. I was thinking maybe Abra or Clefairy. A Porygon would be great, but Like, I can just imagine how nice Porygon will look on the layout. That is such a great shiny. And I've not used Porygon too much in playthroughs. I think I used Porygon more as a kid when I had more patience to get the money and coins and buy it. Yeah, Abra is arguably like the easiest shiny hunt in the game, so I want to do it just for that reason. Actually, I have another reason, because I actually need Abra or Kadabra shiny. It was so easy. Ooh, 540, nice, not bad. Yeah, it would be Taya, you're right. Taya would be the preachy one. If you do a drug, that would ruin our friendship. Yeah, Yoshi's cookie. I've been enjoying seeing everybody's funny Tomodachi characters online. I'm still thinking about that Bronzor wearing the flannel. How is it so fitting? Alright, chat, let's do 10 more. 10 more checks. If you had 10 shots. Thought it would be cursed. Sometimes the best stuff in Tomodachi life are the cursed things. Yeah, the fortress was so good. Jonathan Fortress. Oh, another Nidoran! That wasn't the last Nidoran we were gonna see tonight. If I got Nidoran female shiny, it'd be so funny. And honestly, pretty amazing. I can brag and say I got the 1% Nidoran shiny. Switch to Eevee. Yeah, definitely switch it up. We'll definitely hit Eevee at some point. I want to do Lapras, the Hitmons, the Fossils. There's so many good shinies to hunt in FireRed and LeafGreen. Too many. With people shiny hunting Eevee, I've seen it all over the place. I've seen people get it in like 450, and I've seen people who've said they're at like 20k. I guess that's how it goes. Double Bird. Flareon? I don't know. I don't know which ones. I could pick two. Who would I pick? Honestly, it'd probably be Jolteon and Vaporeon. Sorry to my dear friend Flareon. I don't know, maybe I could pick Flareon. We'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling when I do shiny hunt Eevee. Oh man, 6,500 and 4,200 chat. Damn. Why? I'm over halfway odds on both. Flareon is dog water. It's dog water. Let me look at my, Again, haven't brought this website up, but if you're looking for some suggestions on what to shiny hunt in FireRed and LeafGreen chat, Project Shiny Dex has a very lovely resource. So you can see all of the shiny sprites and where to get them. And they give you stuff like Metapod is more common in LeafGreen, Kakuna is more common in FireRed, etc. Who's calling to me here? I don't know. Ooh, Primate Shiny is fun. I would be down to get Mankey. Do 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 do. Weepinbell's shiny almost looks purple. Well, I guess I'm counting my Torchics before they hatch. I gotta get Vulpix and Nidoran or whoever else first before we think of who's next, chat. So we'll try again this weekend. We still have not hit full odds yet, but we're getting close. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Another good stream, another good bunch of checks here. Check out the Discord if you're new here. You can share your own shinies there. And shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. Thanks for all the follows today. I appreciate it. Oh, and the super chat. I appreciate that very much too. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will see you all this weekend. We'll do a FireRed LeafGreen stream and then a Champion stream, I think. Or vice versa. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a good one. Good luck with your shiny hunts. Good luck in Champions or whatever Pokemon endeavor. Or just life in general. And, yeah. I'm out of here. Booper is gonna go lie down. Good night, everybody. Bye. Ta-ta. Farewell.